So today we are going to discuss about the nature, importance and scope of marketing. What is marketing? Marketing is an important functional area of business which generates revenues through sales, satisfying the needs and the wants of the consumers. Now it involves taking the right decisions about a product, about a place, about the right promotion, about the right price. So all these decisions, they have to be taken accordingly. Now what is marketing? Marketing traditionally it has been defined as including all the activities which direct the flows of goods and services from the producers to consumers. That means initially the marketing was more production based. It was more product oriented in terms rather than being customer oriented. But however, the modern traditional or modern marketers, they have defined the marketing as more customer based. According to Philip Kotler, marketing is a social process by which individuals and groups they obtain what they need and want through creating, offering and freely exchanging the products and services or values with others. So there are certain elements of marketing. What are the elements of marketing? Two parties, number one. Exchange of values, number two. Freedom, number three. And satisfaction, number four. There should be at least two parties involved in marketing process. Next is there should be an exchange of value. One should be the seller and the buyer. One should be willing to sell and the other party should be willing to buy. Next is there should be a freedom. The parties should be free to interact with each other. They should they should be free to accept or reject the offer of one party or the other. Finally, the fourth element of marketing is the satisfaction. That is, the marketing should satisfy both the parties, both the buyers as well as the sellers. Now, what is marketing as a process of managing profitable customer relationships? This is according to Philip Kotler, which says that marketing is a process by which the companies create values for the customers and build a strong relationship in order to capture values from the customers in return. So marketing is creating, communicating and delivering value to the target market at some profit. Creating values, product management. Communicating values, brand management. Delivering values, customer relationship management. Now, nature of marketing. It should be, number one, customer focused. Should intend to satisfy the needs and the wants of the consumers. Then it should be based on systems approach, that is, it should integrate the 4 P's of marketing. Next, marketing is an integrated process. Not only it involves, it is not a fragmented assortment of functions, but it is an integrated function of product planning, product promotion, packaging, etc. It should be mutually beneficial to each of the parties. Then there should be an interaction with the external environment. That is, marketing should not be only confined to the internal environment of the firm, but it has to communicate, or it has to interact with the external environment, which includes the political, legal, technological changes which are taking place in the industry, and the marketers have to cope with all those changes. Now, what is market? Market traditionally has been defined as a place where buyers and sellers they meet for exchange of goods and services. So a typical main market or the central business district could be a market in the traditional form according to the traditional definition. But now the definition has changed. It says that it refers to the actual and potential buyers of the product and services, or whom the sellers can approach through various means of communications and transport. For example, now you can order pizza sitting at your home, or the marketers they can approach the prospective buyers through web advertising. Now, what is customer need, wants and demands? Customer needs, they are nothing new. They exist from times immemorial. They are the biological needs of the body. So the marketers, they don't create them. For example, people, when they feel thirsty, they need something to drink. They need to protect themselves from the hardship of the nature. So they need some shelter, home, for example. They need to put on some clothes. So these are the basic needs of the human body. Now, what is want? Want is the desire for satisfaction of needs. Human needs are few, but the wants are many. What are demands? Demands are the wants for a specific products and services. When they are backed by the ability and the willingness to buy, they become the demand. So wants which are supported by purchasing power becomes demand. Next is what market offering is. It's a combination of goods and services and informations which can be offered to the consumers to satisfy the needs and the wants. So what could be marketed or what could be offered could be goods, services, could be ideas, could be products, could be persons, could be places, could be organizations, etc. What is value proposition? Value proposition is a set of benefits or values which a company promises to deliver to the consumers to satisfy their needs. For example, BMW, it says the ultimate driving machine. So it is a promise that the company promises to deliver to the consumers to satisfy their needs and wants. Right? Now, what is CRM? CRM is customer relationship management is the process of building and maintaining profitable customer relationships by delivering superior customer value and satisfaction. What is a superior customer value? It is a perceived set of satisfaction, that is the customer's evaluation from the when the customer evaluates all the available brands, what are the available benefits and what is the cost of a particular brand. So if the customer evaluates and he thinks that this particular product has something superior to offer, that means it has a superior value, which leads to greater satisfaction among the consumers. Now next we will discuss about the functions of marketing. Functions of marketing could be studied under functions of research, could be studied under functions of exchange, functions of physical treatment, and functions to facilitate exchange. Functions of research includes market research, which includes studying all the or analyzing all the needs and the wants of the consumers, the changing behavior of the consumers, backed by some data analysis. Then next function of research could be the product development, how you develop your product according to needs and the wants of the consumers. Next is the functions of exchange. Functions of exchange includes buying and assembling and selling. Buying, what is buying? What is buying? Buying is something which you buy, the raw materials to produce a particular product, and assembling is organizing all those raw materials to be put into so that a particular product is made available. Next comes your selling. Once a product is made, once a product is assembled, the next part is selling. Sellings could be of two types: negotiated sales and auction sales. Negotiated sales, when you negotiate for a particular price, the terms and conditions, they can be negotiated or they can be bargained. Negotiated sales could be done through sample selling, could be done by sale by descriptions, or could be by inspection. The auction selling includes where there is no there is no means to negotiate. There is a particular bidding is done, and whosoever bids the highest rate or wants to the goods are sold to the highest bidder, or bids higher in comparison to the other one. Next is the physical treatment functions, which includes standardization of the products, packaging of the products, how you package, how you label the products, and then storing of the products. And finally is the transportation. Facilitating functions includes person sellings, advertising, all the pricings, financing. You can sell on cash, on credit, etc. Now, what is importance of marketing? Importance marketing is the beating heart of the organization. whatever is done in the organization cannot take place without marketing. If the purchase manager has to purchase something, it cannot be purchased without the uh, without the basic marketing decisions, or once the marketing decisions they have been made out, only then you can purchase something, only then you can set out your budget. Marketing helps in generating greater revenues. It's the only source of generating the revenues for the company. It helps in creation of place utility. Place utility. What is place utility? It is creating by transporting the goods from the place of production to the place of consumption. Time utility. It is created by storing the products in warehouse until they are demanded by the consumers. Possession or ownership utility is created through the sale of the goods. Now, role of marketing in economy, it helps in increasing the living standards of the people. It generates employment and also leads to the economic development of the nation. Next, we will talk about the marketing concepts. The marketing concepts evolved from production concept to product concept to selling concept to marketing concept, and finally societal marketing concept. What was the production concept? Production concept is a concept which believes that high production efficiency leads to mass production, and whatever is being produced would be purchased by the consumers. So it's mass production and distributions. They are the essence of production concept. It will lead to economies of scale and declines in the cost per unit. So when you have to produce on a large scale where the demand is more than the supply, then you produce on a large scale, on large scale without customizing the products. Next was the product concept. Product concept means that you produce a superior product by innovation, by improving the features over the times. But sometimes you get so obsessed with your product that you don't know what exactly the customer wants, and this is known as marketing myopia. Marketer, he gets so obsessed with the product that he continues to improve the features over a period of time without keeping in mind what the consumers want. Next came the selling concept. Selling concept is it says that the customer, due to the inertia and resistance, would not buy till you aggressively sell or till you make a lot of promotional efforts. As the selling concept people, they say that goods are not bought but they are sold. So you have to aggressively sell the products. Finally came the marketing concept, which says that the requirements of the customers' needs and wants, they are more important. Once you evaluate the needs and the wants of the consumers, then you make the products accordingly. However, the final or the latest concept is the societal marketing concept, which says that you have to keep in mind the society, the environment, where the particular products should not harm the society. You have to keep in mind the needs and wants of the consumers, the needs and wants of the customers, but you have to take care of the environment also. For example, if the customer is willing to purchase a car which is fuel efficient, but then you have to also see that it is not polluting the environment. So few differences or few comparison between the marketing philosophies. Production concept, it starts from the factory. Product concept also starts from the factory. Selling concept also starts from the factory. Marketing concept starts from the market. Societal marketing concept starts from the market and society. Now, next comes the difference between the sales and marketing. So sales is only the tip of the iceberg. Marketing is it analyzes all the needs and the wants of the consumers, and finally a person sells. So selling is only a tip of the iceberg. That is, it's one of the part of marketing. Selling is one of the parts of the marketing. Few differences between marketing and selling is marketing focuses on consumers' needs and wants satisfying, whereas selling focuses on the seller's need. What exactly? That is, he wants to convert his goods into cash, but he is not interested in what the consumers want. Similarly, the marketing it begins before the production starts, whereas selling starts after the production has already been made. In case of marketing, more emphasis is given on product planning and development. However, in case of selling, emphasis is made on the sale of goods which are already being produced. In marketing, the consumer is treated as a king. He is given the most importance, whereas in case of selling, product is given more importance, not the customer. The objective of marketing is to achieve profit through consumer or through customer satisfaction, whereas selling achieves to increase or aims to get the profit through sales volume. So these are the few differences between the marketing and selling. Next comes the marketing mix. What is marketing mix? It is a very crucial part of the strategic marketing planning for any business plan. It represents the total program of the firms, involve the decisions with regards to the price, promotion, place and product. It differs from firm to firm and each firm must determine its mix keeping in view of the marketing environment. So marketing mix, it serves as a linkage between the consumers and the environment, or between the customers and the business firms. It offers a firm to offer more value propositions to the target consumers. So a marketing mix could be defined as a blending. It represents the blending of decisions in four areas, that is place, price, product and promotion. It is a term that is used to describe the combination of four inputs which constitute the core competency of the marketing system: the product, price, place and promotion. What is the significance of marketing mix? It is a linkage between the firm and the customers. Since it takes care of the needs of the consumers, it aims at higher sales and earning more profits. It gives a consideration to various elements of the marketing system. That is, price of a product, it depends on the features, the branding, the packaging, the media, advertisement would depend on the product and the feature, what type of media would be used for what type of advertisement and what type of product. So as we have already discussed about the four components of marketing mix, that is the price, promotion, place and product, which have been defined by McCarthy. What is product? Product is it involves planning, developing and producing the right type of products and services to be marketed by the firms. It deals with the product range, the durability and qualities. So apart from the product, right product emphasis should also be laid on branding, packaging, colors and other features. Pricing is one of the most difficult decisions to make. The policies regarding the credit, the policies regarding the discount, policies regarding the cash payments. Promotion deals with persuading the customers about a particular product. So it could be advertisement, could be personal selling, could be sales promotions, all this promotion mix, the elements of promotion mix. Again, the physical distribution of the place. Place is very important, where the products should be made available to the consumers. The decisions regarding the warehouse and the transportation, so important channels, important distribution channels. Next, there is also a fifth element of marketing or the marketing mix: packaging. Packaging is also very important. That's It has become a very effective marketing tool because of the growing importance of self-service, innovation, and packaging industries. Besides the 4 Ps, there are 3 other Ps which are mainly included typically in the service marketing concept, such as the people, how the as a provider of services, the marketer must deliver the right product to the right customer. So every employee in an organization becomes a salesperson of that particular service, of that particular company. So people are important than physical evidence. In case of service marketing, if you are going to a bank, then you should recognize the bank by the board, by the security. If you're going to a hospital, it should be recognized by the ambulance, the dress of the staff, etc. Finally, the process. Process is also important, and it's also an element of marketing mix. In case of services, for example, if you go to a bank, then what would be a process of withdrawal of money? You go to a bank, you fill in the checks or you fill in the withdrawal form, then you give the withdrawal form to the teller. The teller would tell you the account balance. He would then give you a token, then he would check on your cross-verify your signature, and finally the money is delivered to you. So marketing mix is a function of price, promotion, product and place at a given place of time or at a particular point of time. Now, what are the factors which influences the marketing mix? The nature of the product, whether it is an institutional product or a consumer product. Institutional products, they don't need heavy advertising, they need personal selling, whereas if it's a consumer product, it needs heavy advertising. Similarly, the stage in product life cycle, during the initial phases, more advertising is required. During the growth and maturity, advertising budgets have to be kept in mind. While if the product is in the decline stage, then the promotion strategy has to be limited. Similarly, what the competition is. If there is less competition, you can charge higher price. However, in case of stiff competition, you have to be price and quality oriented. Now, what are the challenges and opportunities in marketing? Globalization, one of the challenges. What is globalization? It's a process of integration of world economy into a huge market through the removal of all trade barriers and restrictions among the countries. So it's the aim of globalization is to look upon a world as a global village. The broad features of globalization could be described as free flow of goods from across the national frontiers through removal of trade barriers, free flow of capital, free flow of technology. Next is information technology. The information technology, it has enabled the real-time access and sharing of digital information. So you can access the information in a real-time basis. Whatever is being done in one part of the world could be quickly accessed in another part of the world, in another plant. So e-commerce has not only it's not only used to market a product, but also to build a greater customer relationship. The concept of e-payments, the concept of e-deliveries, e-orders, that has vastly changed how the marketing mix should be given. Then also there has been a changing role of the woman. The women are more the women have become more career oriented. The women, they have become the chief decision makers of the family. So the marketers have to design the products keeping in mind what the women want. Similarly, there has been an increased competition, a stiff competition. Not only it has not only brought about changes in the field of marketing, that is the product differentiation, the competitive pricing, but also the other aspects of how the company promotes a particular product, what value the company can offer to the people. So this is all about the nature, scope, and importance of marketing. In case of any questions, you are always welcome.